You're like a cat. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Jessi's Journeys, or if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Jessi. I'm an American expat living in Prague, traveling on the side, capturing my journeys and putting them on YouTube for you guys to witness. But welcome, I'm so glad you're here. Today's video is one that is very important to me to put out into the world because it's stuff I wish I would have known like 5 years ago. And that is the top ways that you can live abroad, not break the bank, travel, see the world, live the best life you want to live, and just, yeah, be happy. And it's stuff that I would have loved to know and do when I was like just out of high school, in college, in my young 20s. I'm still in my younger 20s? I don't know. I'm only, how old am I? For today's video, I'm going to be giving you 6 tips and tricks - jobs that you can do to get your butt abroad. So let's get into the video. Number 1. Okay, so this first one is probably going to be more towards like high school, end of high school, beginning, just out of high school age people, but it can also be geared to adults because I know people at all points in their life want to go back to school and get a degree, and that is to go abroad for your college experience. Now, I'm not just talking about doing a semester abroad as part of a program at the school, but actually doing a full 3 to 4 year degree in a whole different country. Now, I just it makes me so mad that I didn't know this was an option when I was looking into colleges. I really had no idea what I wanted to do with my life or where I wanted to go. I picked the best school for me, and obviously I had an amazing 4 years there and I wouldn't change it. But if I had known that I could apply to colleges all around the world, I 100% would have jumped on that opportunity. My roommate right now is currently attending school here in Prague. She is American as well, and she's going to be here for 3 years doing her degree program. And yeah, I just think that's an amazing thing. She is obviously younger than me. She just not quite out of high school. I think she did a year of school back in the States. But I mean, she's still young. She's relocating her life. She gets this experience as a young human in their very early 20s of living abroad in a different country, experiencing a new culture, new habits, life away from her family, and she's also getting a degree on top of it. How freaking amazing is that? Also, side note, most colleges abroad, from my research when I was looking into this point, are a lot cheaper than the United States. Now, obviously, there are highly prestigious colleges around the world that are going to cost more money to get into, but literally, I looked into some of the local colleges here around Prague, and I would say it's maybe an eighth of the cost of what I was paying per semester to go to school here. That's just insane. Number 2. Okay, so I know it could be hard to convince your parents to let you move abroad for 3 to 4 years as a just out of high school aged human being. Fear not, you still have an option to travel while you're in college, and that is to do a study abroad program. Now, most people know what study abroad is, but not enough people take advantage of it. And honestly, it's probably one of my biggest regrets about college because I never studied abroad. Now, my reasons for doing it were more personal. My dad passed away my sophomore year of college, and after that, I just didn't really want to live abroad for an extended period of time because I was scared something could happen to my family. In hindsight now, and especially because I live abroad here, I know I would have been able to go home if there was ever an emergency or anything I needed to be there for, but back then it just felt too overwhelming to consider doing. But there are so many awesome opportunities that you can do when you study abroad. You get to get implanted in a culture, learn its community, live like a local, take classes on top of it, and travel on the side. So many friends that I had that did semesters abroad ended up going to 6 to 10 different countries on their spare time because they had long fall or spring breaks. They had weekends they could travel, so it just gives you so many awesome opportunities. Another one that I really wish I did, my roommate in college did this, was a semester at sea where she was on board a boat for 15 weeks, and every weekend they would dock in a new country. So she literally went all the way around the world. I think she maybe started in, was it Hawaii, and then went towards Asia. She got to experience all of Asia, came over through Africa, did a little bit of Europe, came back to the States, which is just so mind-blowingly cool. Literally in 4 months, she was able to knock off 15 different countries. Insanity. Number 3. Okay, so option number 3 is probably geared more towards finishing up college, out of college, working professional type people, but that's not to say that younger high school age people couldn't do this, but it is to find a volunteer program that can implant you in a community for a long period of time. Now, I think the obvious choice here is the Peace Corps. Most people know about it. It's very reputable. I think I was looking on their website. They do have job opportunities that you can do work with Peace Corps that does not require a four-year degree, but they're few and far between, and your resume really needs to back up your skills in order to get in that door. But if you have a college degree, also, I think sorry, I just got distracted in my own thoughts. But I know my college and a lot of colleges of my friends that I talked to, they always had a recruiter on campus that you could talk to about the Peace Corps that kind of gave you an in. But yeah, most colleges should provide that for you. If not, you can easily contact them through their website. I'll leave links down below for that. But maybe the Peace Corps isn't the route you want to go. There are so many opportunities. There are faith-based organizations that you can do missionaries work with, whether that's going for short-term, a week-long program somewhere in Central America is where I know a lot of people from my hometown would go, or extended periods of time as well, to all around the world. You just have so many opportunities. There are also cool things like woofing, homestays, stay homes, workaways. That's what I want to do. Where you can basically live in some person's farm or small business for free and volunteer and work for them, which doesn't really mean you get paid, but you get free housing. Usually there's food involved in some ways, and you get to experience life in a new culture. If you're not sure what you want to do for a career yet and you have the means to do it, why not spend some time volunteering? Number 4. Become a digital nomad. Now, I know this is said a lot and it's kind of that's easier said than done, but honestly, in our day, on the internet, social media, most jobs can be done remotely and online. It would behoove you to go look into options for that. I would say most careers in some way, shape, or form could probably be done online, even for example, I worked at a doctor's office before I moved to Prague, and I obviously would not be able to work with patients abroad, but I can maybe do my doctor's scheduling, connections with the various agencies he did remotely. So obviously I'm not doing that, and I didn't want to do that, but I bet you there are a bunch of options that you are even not aware of that you can do while living abroad and working from home. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to work on a beach with a mimosa in hand, relaxing, having a year-long tan, working remotely? That would be the dream, wouldn't it? Number 5. Okay, so maybe digital nomadery. Nomadery? Yeah, we're gonna go with that as a word. Maybe digital nomadery isn't what you would like for your life. I feel like sometimes there's this idea that in order to be a digital nomad, you have to be in this creative field, like a photographer, writer, editor, blogger, that kind of stuff. So maybe that's just not a feasible option for your career. But fear not, you have options still. I would say talk to your company, see first if their business has any connections abroad where you could transfer to offices in a different location or go to another office to be trained that is in a different country for a short period of time before you come back to them, or even ask if they'd be willing to sponsor training for you to go abroad and better yourself as somebody working for them, an employee, to come back and bring that knowledge back to you. Now, I feel like that's kind of a wide range of things that could be done, but let me give you an example of my life. So like I said before, I worked at a doctor's office, specifically an eye doctor's office. And because I did not go to school for eye doctory, why do I keep just wanting to add E at the end of every word and make it a real word? Because I didn't go to school to become a certified para-optometric, I had to get certified, so I did a course and took a test, and I became a CPO. Now, in order to maintain my CPO-ship, I had to continually do courses and classes and get credit hours every year, saying I was learning what I needed to be learning to keep up with my certification. Now, there were courses and various things being put on all around the world that would give me the credits I needed. And I found this course that ended up being in the UK, where I would go for a week. I would listen to seminars, talks, do training kind of things, and I would get all the credits I needed for the entire year. Now, the company that I worked for provided a certain amount of money to send you abroad to these conferences, and it was the same amount of money no matter where it was. So maybe I wanted to go to California, maybe I wanted to go to Boston, maybe I wanted to go to the UK, maybe I wanted to go to Asia, whatever it was, the amount of money was the same, but it would cover my expenses for this trip. Now, I actually didn't end up going on it because I ended up quitting my job and moving to Prague before the seminar actually happened, but it is always an option for you to look into. Why not see if your company will be willing to invest in you by sending you out into the world so you can bring back more to them, and then you get travel experience on top of it. Number 6. Teach English or au pair. Okay, you know I'm slightly biased with this one. I teach English here in Prague. I got a TEFL certification in January and I've been working here for almost 10 months now. 10 months, 9 months. Math, 10 months. I don't know. I'm an English teacher, not a maths teacher. But yeah, I think this is a great option. It gives you options to literally work anywhere in the world. I made a video on this, and so I'll link it on the screen, link it down below or somewhere so you can go check it out. But yeah, getting TEFL certified honestly gave me the freedom to go anywhere in the world and have a job basically lined up for me. Same with au pairing. If you're good with children, why not offer your services? It's essentially like a glorified babysitter, but you can live in another country for an extended period of time at a different family's house, maybe learn a different language, maybe pick up some new like cooking skills, cultural traits, I don't know. But it gives you options to live abroad and make money. I think this is honestly like such a game changer, and I don't know why more people don't do it, especially millennials who want to travel the world. It is a great option. And also like with my, sorry, I'm getting like really passionate about this here. But with my TEFL certification, I can move back to the States and work in a corporate job for another 2 years and then decide to quit, and then I can move to like the Philippines or something and teach English there if I wanted. So literally at any point in my life, my TEFL certification will hold up and I can travel and teach English even if I have breaks in between. Alrighty guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, like it, share it with friends, family, strangers, you know the drill. And as always, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more video updates in the future. And that's all I have for you guys today. Until next time, bye!